Hello guys, welcome to my channel Fundamentals of Engineering. In this session we are going to see numerical problem based on the variable data for plotting X bar and R chart. Here we are plotting the control chart based on the 3 sigma limits. So before starting to this session, I request everyone to subscribe my channel, click on bell icon to get more notification. So before starting to this numerical, first we will see what is meant by control chart. It is a graphical representation of the control information or collected information. The information may pertain to measured quality characteristics and judge quality characteristics of samples. It detects the variations in processing and warns if there are any departure from the specified tolerance limits. So these variations we are getting based on the chance causes or assignable causes. So in these 3 sigma limits we are calculating to check is there a product which are coming under the process capability or not. So process capability may be defined as the minimum spread of a specific measurement variations which will include 99.7% of the measurements from the given process. In other words, process capability is equal to 6 sigma, where 6 sigma is taken as a measure of a spread of the process which is also called as natural tolerance. Process capability study is carried out to measure the ability of the process to meet a specified tolerances. So in these 3 sigma limits we are getting the process which is in process capability limit or not. So for that we are calculating the plotting the control chart based on the 3 sigma limit. For that we will see one numerical problem. So this is the problem. We have to control chart for the X bar and R chart are maintained on a certain dimension of a manufactured part measured in mm. The subgroup size is given as a 5. The values of X bar and R are given for the subgroup. So for 25 groups we are getting the summation of X bar 415.83 and summation of R, that is 4. We have to calculate the 3 sigma limits for X bar and R chart, and based on that we have to standard deviation, that is sigma dash, we have to calculate, and we have to see whether the process is in control, statistical control or not. So now we will solve this problem, and based on that we will see how to calculate the 3 sigma limits, and based on that how to plot that X bar and R chart that we are going to see. So here we are given the data, that is summation X bar 415.83 in mm and summation R it is given as 4 mm, and total number, that is number of subgroup is given as 25, that is capital N, and subgroup size means component which are there in that subgroup size, that is 5. So first we will calculate the X double bar, that is grand average, based on the formula summation X bar upon capital N, that is number of subgroup. So we are getting the X double bar, that is grand average value, that is 16.83 mm, and we are going to calculate the measure or average R value, average mean value that we are going to calculate, that is summation R upon N, that summation R that is given. Based on that we are getting the R bar, that is 0.16 mm. So based on this grand average and R bar we are going to compute the standard deviations. This we are getting sigma dash, that is standard deviation, population of standard deviation R bar upon D2. So these D2 values are standard values based on the subgroup size. These values can be given, and this can be directly we are getting from the plot. So this D2 value is for the subgroup size of 5 we are getting 2.326. If you put this value in this equation, then we are getting the population of standard deviation sigma dash as 0.068. So by taking the grand average values, that is x double bar and r bar, and population standard deviation, we can calculate the control limits for based on the 3 sigma limits. So 3 sigma limits for X chart we are getting, that is 3 sigma is equal to 3 into sigma dash upon root n, that is small n, that is subgroup size. We are getting the 3 sigma limit, that is 0.0912, that we are getting values for X bar chart. So based on that we can calculate two limits for the X bar chart. Upper control limit is equal to x double bar plus 3 into sigma X bar, that we are getting upper control limit, that is 16.9212 mm, that is upper control limit for the X bar chart. Simultaneously we can calculate the lower control limit for the X bar, that is x double bar minus 3 sigma X bar, that we are getting the values for the lower control limit, that is 16.7388 mm. So we are getting two limits values for the X bar, upper control limit and lower control limit. Based on that we can plot the X chart, so X axis and Y axis. So based on that we are getting the mean line, that is x double bar 16.83 mm, and upper control limit we are getting 16.9212 mm, and lower control limit for the X bar we are getting 16.7388 mm. So in between this upper control limit and lower control limit, if the points are fall in between these two limits, then we can say that based on the X bar chart the process is in statistical control. So whatever the parts which are following in between these two lines, that is upper control limit and lower control limit, if there is some extreme runs are there, like whenever the 7 consecutive points on one side of the control line we are getting, then it is a out of control chart. If we are getting the 11 successive points on the control chart, at least 10 are on the same side of the center line, then it is out of control. The 14 successive points on the control chart, at least 12 are on the same side of the center line, then that will be out of control. After 17 successive points of the control chart, if 14 are on the same side of the center line, then that will be out of control. And in the 20 successive points of the control chart, if 16 points are on the same side of the center line, then that will be out of the control. So that we have to check whenever we are plotting the points for the X bar chart. Here we are getting the variable data, means the data which we are going to measure by using measuring instrument like length, height, width, diameter, that we have to plot for the each component. This is the X bar chart. Now we are going to see R chart. For that we are going to calculate two limits, that is upper control limit and lower control limit, that we are getting capital D4 into R bar. So these D4 values are depend upon the subgroup size. Here we are having the subgroup size of 5. For that D4 value is a standard value, we are getting 2.11. Based on that we are getting the upper control limit for R chart, that is 0.3376, and lower control limit D3 into R bar. So this factor D3 is depend upon the subgroup size. This value is standard. So for this subgroup size of 5 we are getting the D3 value as 0. So we are getting the lower control limit as 0. So based on this upper control limit and lower control limit, we can plot the R chart. Here we are getting the upper control limit, that is 0.3376, and lower control limit as 0, and mean line, average value, average mean value we are getting 0.16. So whatever the data we are measuring, if it is falling in between two limits, that is upper control limit and lower control limit, then that can be acceptable. So whatever the earlier we have seen, the extreme runs. That also follows for this R chart. So based on that, we have to conclude whether the points are in statistical control or the process is in statistical control or not. If it is not, then we have to check is there any design consideration, change in the design consideration required, change in the machine properties, change in the process parameters. That we have to check based on the plot we are plotting. So here we have seen the numerical problem for the variable data for plotting X bar chart and R chart based on the 3 sigma limits that we have seen. If you like it, please stay connected and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Click on bell icon to get more notifications. Thank you very much.